What's up, everyone? You know who I am. I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw. Yeah! And can you feel it? It's Hulk month, and we're returning with another World War Hulk. Yeah, Outlaws cut. And let's get into this. The Hulk is taking over New York City, the World Breaker wanting vengeance on those who destroyed his wife and child. On a distant planet they sent him to exile him. And now General Thunderbolt Ross stands ready. Ready for his turn to go at it. The heroes have failed. And now it is time for the man who's hunted the Hulk ever since his creation, ever since he was bathed in the radiation that gave him his power. He thinks back to a time when the heroes tried honoring him with a statue. But then, months later, somehow, he snapped, giving into his rage, and destroying the very statue that they gave him as he clashed with the heroes over and over again. And he goes to say that it's not Bruce's fault. There's something inside of him, something the gamma radiation brought out, like two sides, two personalities. And then he blames the very fools, the so-called heroes that sent him to exile in the first place, instead of joining him and destroying him once and for all. And this is the result of their mercy, carelessness, and ignorance, and stupidity for just trying to destroy him after he found a new home. As they fire down upon the Hulk, releasing everything they can, every weapon, everything they know how to hurt the Hulk with, they try. They've become good at hunting him. They've become good at finding weapons that irritate, that hurt him. And the Hulk is getting nothing but angrier as Doctor Strange prepares a spell, trying to reach into the World Breaker's head, trying to talk to him and waiting for that moment. And in the middle of the battle, a sheer moment of loss, a loss of concentration, Doctor Strange in his astral form enters the mind of Bruce Banner, the Hulk, the World Breaker. And he tries to reach out to him mentally. And he starts out small. Bruce, we have to talk. As the World Breaker and the helicopter come smashing down into the city, exploding on impact. But yet the World Breaker is not hurt, for he is made of sterner stuff. As Doctor Strange appears to him, the Hulk tries to reach out and smash him, wanting vengeance for what happened. He doesn't want him to talk. He doesn't want him to call him Bruce. He has no right. He's not his friend. He destroyed everything that he ever wanted in life. A sense of happiness, a place where he belonged, all destroyed. And as Ross believes that he's talking to nothing, they use this moment to fire every weapon they have at him as he's distracted. And though Doctor Strange is trying to reach out, trying to be his friend, still, Strange lets him know that he is the Sorcerer Supreme, and that he can end his mortal body, his existence from this world, this plane. He can send him off to another reality, leave him lost from dimension to dimension. As his astral form grows, it's a sign of power, but he says he's also his friend, as he appears bigger than him yet. And his Hulk softens for a moment and says, that's what she said, as he begins to turn into Banner and remembers her, remembers the missions they went on, how he first met her, the love he had for her, the times they spent, the sweet moments embracing in the shadows, the darkness, living in the light with the people loving them, crying out for them as king and queen, until that one terrible day as he tries to reach out to the illusion of her, as the ship begins to count down, beep, 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 and then boom! An explosion comes out of nowhere, bathing them in fire. And then she was gone, her child gone. And Strange says he had nothing to do with the explosion. He would have never have done that to him. He would have never done that to his friend. They only needed him gone, not dead. And Strange reaches out to him. But yet, the world breaker's not over yet. As he begins to transform back, for Bruce and the Hulk are one in this. They both want the same thing, as they use this moment to crush Stephen Strange's hands, so he can use his mystical powers. The World Breaker has outsmarted the Sorcerer Supreme, using his own so-called compassion and mercy against him. Where was his mercy when they sent that bomb that destroyed his wife and child? As Strange appears back, hands crushed, Hulk saying he's coming for him. As the fire keeps raining down, the Warbound surround the Hulk, who is still in the trance with shields, and now he's snapped out of it. And now he wants a taste of revenge. As he begins attacking Ross's army, as he has before. As they know Hulk, he knows them. He knows how to destroy them, to smash them. And the World Breaker will not be denied. No more. No more will the World Breaker be denied his vengeance. As he picks up the barrel and throws it at the helicopter, destroying everything that comes in his path. As the helicopter goes down, troops begin to parachute out. And as for the soldiers, the tanks, with a clap of his hands, they are sent away, blown away by the sheer force of Hulk's clapping, the sonic boom. As of course Ross still tries to stand up to him, still shooting him. Is it bravery or pure foolishness that he stands against the World Breaker? Human, flesh. As he's still fighting him, yelling monsters, he shoots him in the eye. But it will do no good. Still, you have to admire Ross's bravery. Even though he is a fool. As the president reaches out to Sentry, trying to get him to join the fight. And Stephen Strange is trying to figure out how he's going to fight out of this, how he's going to save himself, let alone his friends that are in the prison. As the president tries to talk to him, saying that you make me crazy, but you're also a hero, and we need you. We need you now. And the president feels a little lost, knowing there's a raging monster that's taking over New York, and their only hope is a schizophrenic superhero who vanished into the ether a long time ago. As Ross lies there, beaten, captured, they smash into Madison Square Garden, and this will do for the arena. For it is never over. Death, at this point, is too good for them. They must suffer as he suffered. They must taste his pain before they taste his final wrath. And as the Shadow Priest and the rest of the Warbound take Rick Jones and ask him where Strange's house is, well, in their own way, they find the building, and the door opens up, and the heroes are ready to fight. Iron Fist, Ronin, and another. But Iron Fist attacks the Shadow Priest, and their powers sort of cancel each other out for a moment. Interacting with each other, the Shadow Priest actually feels pain, as does Iron Fist. But they are no match for the Warbound. They are shocked. They are only human after all. And as for Iron Fist, he meets his own fate as well. For he is no match for both the mystical powers, the fighting ability, and the strength of the Shadow Priest as he knocks him back into the house. As they start canceling out the enchantments, as the other soldiers begin to brand the heroes with those obelisk discs, keeping them under their control and leading them back to the arena, where Hulk has other plans for them. Rick Jones is wondering what Strange is going to do now. His hand's broken. No other options. He sees no other choice but to destroy Hulk. He feels that Hulk, the world breaker, has left him with no choice as he goes to a chest and opens something that he had never thought he would open, something he promised himself he would never use. But drastic times call for drastic measures, and the world breaker will keep coming and coming until one of them is stopped. As the Hulk sits on his throne in Madison Square Garden, his angel Rick Jones and the alien on the other side provide both the angel and the devil on his shoulders, Rick telling him to stop. A hero doesn't just do vengeance. And then they're reminding him that they destroyed his wife, his family, shot him into space. What other course is there but revenge? They cannot let these heroes get away with it, and they surely would if they went away. If they began to negotiate, they would get a free pass. But the Shadow Priest all of a sudden falls out of nowhere, and Hulk hears a voice. First, he sees, shocked, a little amazed, Strange standing there, fists made of mace, burning like a demon. His powers become dark and sinister, and he says, Strange, smash, as he's imbued with his power and the power of the darkness. Will Hulk be able to defeat him? We'll find out the next time, won't we? And I'll catch you on the flip side, yeah.